Hi, grade 1. How are you? Good. I hope you're doing well. Today's math lesson will be about counting hundreds, tens, and ones. Today you will learn how we will count using these kinds of blocks. But before we start, we will do a very quick revision of yesterday's lesson. Please do remember that our number system is based on groups of 10. When you have one single cubes like this, we call them units or we call them ones. If you have 10 of these single units or cubes, single ones, group of 10 make one block of tens. One block of tens. Single ones, all of them, if you count, they are 10. They can make one block of 10. Now, when you have 10 groups of tens, 10 groups of tens will make 100. Tens groups of tens will make 100. You need to remember these blocks. One single block stands for ones. One block of tens stands for tens. And this big block stands for hundreds. Now, if you will have 10 blocks of hundreds, they will make 1,000. Can you see that big block? 1,000. Let's count. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and what comes after 900? 1,000. How many blocks of 100 make 1,000? 10. Very good. Now, today we will learn how do we write big numbers using this. This is called place value chart. These numbers are called digits. From 0 to 9, all of the numbers are called digits. The thing is, boys and girls, when you're writing the digits in these boxes in place value charts, you have to always write only one digit in one box. You cannot write two digits in one box. So if you will have, for example, number 25, you cannot write it in one box. You cannot write 25, 2 and 5 in here. You have to divide it. 20 means 2 tenths and 5 ones. 2 here and 5 here. You already know this. We used it when we were doing addition and subtraction. Remember? So you know this place value chart. But from today, we will start using hundreds value chart with ones and tens and hundreds as well. How? Just first practice. How can you write number 12 in the place value chart? See, I told you, you cannot write number 12 in one box. In each box, you always have to have only one number only. So how will we write 12? Number 2 will go into ones box. And number 1 will go into tens box because number 12 is made of 10 plus 2. 10 plus 2 equals 12. 1 10 and 2 ones equals 12. This is the way how we will write numbers. Ones, tens, and if we have hundreds, we will use also hundreds box. Look at this. These are place value blocks. We count them and we always start from ones, then tens and hundreds, and we will write the numbers inside the place value chart. These are place value blocks. And this is place value chart. This place value chart will help us write the big numbers. Always start from the right side to the left side. Start with ones, then tens, and then hundreds. Let's see how to do it. Where are the blocks for ones? The purple ones. How many can you count? I can count 5. Can you? Yes, they are 5. Now, how many tens blocks do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. But some here. 5 and 6. How many tens blocks? 6. Now, how many hundreds blocks do we have? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hundreds blocks. Now, how do we read this number? 465. 465. 465. So please remember, these are blocks for ones. These are blocks for tens. And this is a block for hundreds. Let's have some more examples. How many ones do we have? We can also call them units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will write number 8. How many tens? 2. We will write number 2 in tens block. And hundreds? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. We will write it in the column with hundreds. 4. How we will read the number? 428. 428. Let's go to the next one. How many ones do we have? None. That means 0. How many tens do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We will write 9 in the tens column. How many hundreds do we have? 8. We will write number 8 in hundreds column. What's the final number? 890. How do we read it? 890. 890. Now your turn. Please don't forget, we start from ones. How many ones do you have? 8. How many tens do you have? 3. And how many hundreds do you have? 1. What's the final number? Read it. 138. 138. Let's practice in your math textbook. Open up on the page 393. I will check it just to make sure that we are on the correct page. 393. Yes, because yesterday I made a tiny mistake in your PowerPoint. I made a mistake with page 392. I do apologize. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go to page 393. We will work with these blocks and write the numbers. The number 1 is done for you. Look at this. How many ones do we have? 2. How many tens do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tens. And how many hundreds do you have? 4. What's the final number? 462. 462. Do you understand what we're going to do? Count the numbers through the place value blocks and write the numbers in the place value chart. And then we will read the big numbers. Let's go to number 2. Start counting. How many ones do you have? 7. How many tens do you have? 9. How many hundreds do you have? 1. What's the final number? This. How can we read this number? 197. Let's go to number 3. How many ones do you have? Count them quickly. We have 8 ones. How many tens do you have? We have 5 tens. Very good. And how many hundreds? 3. What's the final number? 358. Very good. Some more, please, on the next page. Oh, number 4 still on the same page. Let's do it. How many ones do you have? Number 4. 0. None. No ones. So we put 0 in the box. How many tens? 4. How many hundreds? 2. What's the number? 240. Let's do number 5 on the next page. How many ones can you count? 4. How many tens can you count? 4. How many hundreds? 2. What's the final number? 244. Let's do number 6, please. How many ones can you count? 8. How many tens? 7. How many hundreds? 1. What's the final number? Let's read it. 178. Number 7. How many ones do you have? 6. How many tens? 2. How many hundreds? 5. What's the final number? Let's read it. 526. Very good. Next page. Count how many ones do you have? 9. How many tens do you have? Uh-oh, no tens. That means 0. How many hundreds do you have? 3. What's the final number? Like this. How can we read it? 309. Next one, number 9. How many ones? None. 0. How many tens? Uh-oh, again none. That means 0. And how many hundreds? 6. What's the final number? 600. Let's go to the last one. How many ones can you count? None. Means 0 again. How many tens? 6. How many hundreds? 2. What's the final answer? 260. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much. We will continue with the next PowerPoint.